Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, you, come on in here. My name is Shawnee Godwin, and I want to let you in on some of the secrets to success that no one is telling you about. I am Shawnee Godwin. I am the founder and owner of Communicate USA. I am also an 18-year successful entrepreneur who has made millions literally using my gifts, my talents, and leaning into those things that make me happy. And so today I want to talk to you specifically because I'm sure if you're like me, 2020 has been a doozy. We have had to do so much this year. It's been traumatic. It's been full of twists and turns. Some of us have had to pivot. Some of us have been able to ride the wave. But if you're like me, you're looking forward to closing out this year and starting 2021 with a bang. And I want to teach you and show you some of the things that are right in your toolbox that you may not know about, that not only will help you grow and scale and be that boss and that woman you want to be, but you can also be the person you want to be, and you can do it on your own terms. There's an old saying that imitation is the biggest form of flattery. And while that may be true, there's nothing wrong with looking to people who you admire and people who you want to be like. I want to let you know, I want to encourage you that God has made you uniquely who you are. And He has gifted you with some amazing abilities, some amazing talents, and an amazing story. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to invite you into the interior of yourself, an exploration of who you are as the leader of your organization and how you can tap into the magic within to not only unleash your story, but fully unleash your power, and as the owner, grow and scale your business to 7 figures and beyond. Now, why does this matter? When I hit the $1 million mark in my business, Communicate USA, which is an 18-year-old marketing communications firm based in the Atlanta, Georgia area, that was about 5 years ago. And what nobody prepared me for was the underbelly of success. You know, if I'm being honest, I spent so much time trying to hit $1 million in sales that I never really took time to celebrate. I made and left no margin in my life for the things that made me happy. And at the top of that mountain and that climb, when I finally made it there, instead of being happy and joyous and celebrating like I should have been because I'd worked so hard and so long and had so many sleepless nights, instead what I found was myself up in the middle of the night, growing beyond my wildest dreams and miserable. Yeah, I said it. I was miserable. And the hard thing about that is everyone around me was celebrating me, and they were saying things like, you should be so, so happy. And while it felt great to reach that milestone of $1 million in sales, what I wasn't prepared for is the toll that would take on me as a business owner. And so today I want to demystify some of what it takes to not only be successful financially in your business, and of course we want to slay those goals, we want to hit the home runs, we want to level up and secure the bag, period, and all of those fun cliches that we use in business as women to hype ourselves up. But what good is having a multi-million-dollar empire if it doesn't satisfy you? What good is being successful if it comes at a significant cost to your soul and your spirit? And so that's why I created a system that we use that is exclusively and proprietary ours called Joy Economics. And so I'm so excited to meet you. And more importantly, I'm so excited to take you on this journey where I'll be teaching you not only my lessons learned, but I'll be teaching you how to unleash and lean into your talents and your gifts so that you can not only enjoy success when it comes, but so that you can be happy when you're hitting that $1 million plus mark. And so if you know that you are a business owner, if you know that you are a woman who is called to be in business, to lead with purpose, if you know that God has gifted you with some amazing talents, then I invite you to take a step and join me. And I've got some basic homework for you today. And so one of the first lessons I like to teach people is really to figure out, what is your why? What is your why, and why do you want to be in business? And we live, let's face it, in a capitalistic, money-hungry society. A society where we measure our success by our titles, by our red bottom shoes, by the kind of cars that we're driving. But rarely do we measure our success by what makes us intrinsically happy. And that, my friend, is what joy economics is all about. Joy economics is about teaching you how to lean into your God-given gifts and talents, use those and squeeze all the good out of them for your business and for yourself, so that you can not only make it to the top and make it and tick off those goals and make it to that promised land that you've been striving for, but you can do it in a way that is uniquely you, authentically you, in a way that brings you immense happiness, allowing you to be a great mom, a great daughter, a great wife, and all the other things that we as women are called to be. So the first thing I want to do is to encourage you. We're going to talk about several things over the course of time. And as I get to know you and you get to know me, we're going to develop this relationship, and I'm super excited about it. But today I want to talk to you about something simple that you can do right now. It will not take a lot of time. And more importantly, it will begin to unleash the power of your brand, the power of you as the owner. And with this, you will be equipped to better market and promote your services, better equipped to connect with your customers, and you'll be able to genuinely win over the people who are assigned to you and who are waiting to find and to purchase and to connect with someone just like you, because God has gifted you with these talents so that your tribe and your people can find you. So, hey, it's story time. Yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been in business for 18 years, and I've made millions, literally millions of dollars using the secrets and the tips and the strategies that I'll share. But more importantly, I am a passionate advocate of storytelling. And I am an amazing storyteller, if I may say so myself. If I don't know anything else, I know that God has gifted me with the gift of communications. And I've been able to use that gift consistently throughout my career to not only win over and gain clients, but to get resources, to get people invested in my vision, to grow my team, and to do all the things that my business needs for me to do, to be successful, to be happy, and to be whole. So it's story time. What better way to kick this off than by teaching you the importance and the value of your story? So over the course of time, we're going to talk about all kinds of things, but I love storytelling. And it's so funny because I learned probably about 3 years ago, I grew up in a family where we told stories all the time. And my whole family, on both sides of my family, they literally talk in stories. And so it's so funny because I applied for this job way back when, and I had to take, believe it or not, an IQ test. That's a whole nother story for another day. But where I scored the highest on this IQ test was simply in the area of figuring out relationships and how they all connect to each other. And when I met with the organizational psychologist for this company's HR department, he was blown away because I scored like a 97% on this part of the IQ test. And he said, this is really fascinating because this shows that you understand and have a unique understanding of how relationships connect and click and how they all come together to make a whole outcome. And so little did I know, that was well over 25 years ago when I was young baby Shawnee early in my career. Little did I know that storytelling was the gift that he was highlighting for me. And little did I know until about 3 years ago when my uncle died and we were sitting around sharing stories and memories, and we had this elder relative, Uncle Ernest, who was there. And my sister had this whole box full of old memories and pictures that my dad had, that she had gotten when my dad passed away. And we didn't know who the people in the pictures were. So we started taking out these pictures, and Uncle Ernest was probably well into his mid-90s. And the accuracy and the detail of his memories, the level of enjoyment that I got from just sitting at his feet and hearing these stories of my ancestors and his reflections of the people in the pictures and his translation of the details of what they were doing and who they were. It lit up my soul. And I remember saying to my cousin, I said, Julie, this is amazing. Like, Uncle Ernest is like really kind of up there. How does he remember this? And she said, oh, Shawnee, don't you know? Storytelling is one of the gifts in our family line, in the Godwin family line. And in that moment, I felt so validated, y'all, because here I have been in a family full of storytellers, and it happened so organically that I didn't even realize that that was like a thing that was uniquely me, and a thing that was uniquely a gift and talent that God had given me, and that I could use it to not only, and I had been using it to not only grow my business, but to connect my brand, my personality, my network, and to really use it to grow and scale my business to 7 figures and beyond. So I want to start by just really doing a little story time with you guys. And just like I'm telling you the story of Uncle Ernest and realizing that this was a family familial gift that I could use and that I had been using, when I became very aware of that gift, then it made it easier for me to lean more heavily into my business. And so today, not only am I a great accomplished business owner, I actually have 2 businesses at this point, but I help companies. I help Fortune 500 companies, major corporations throughout the country tell their stories. I help find them storytellers and talent and people who are gifted creatively to help bring their stories to life for their customers. I'm able to work with founders and CEOs just like you so that you can tell your stories, whether it's in articles so that you're getting more PR and press, or whether it's on your podcast. I love stories. So the homework for you today is really, really simple. I want you to spend 15 minutes this week. 15 minutes, that's it. And this is significant because when I work with writers and authors, they're always stuck and they're always have this powerful story they want to tell, but they're stuck because they're so busy. They don't have enough time. They don't think anyone's going to listen. We go on and on and on. I tell them all it takes is 15 minutes sometimes to move you forward towards your hopes and your dreams. And so I'm going to unpack 3 simple things you can do this week with just 15 minutes of commitment. Hear me, seriously, 15 minutes of commitment, and you will be able to not only extract some of these good, juicy stories that you've lived and connect them back to your brand, but more importantly, you can use these to begin mapping out your plans for 2021 so that you not only can grow beyond your wildest dreams, but you can begin to do it in a way that honors you, that makes you happy and makes you feel good. That joy economics that we're always talking about and promoting. So story time, it's 15 minutes. And the reason this is significant is because there are 168 hours in the next week, for real. 7 days, 24 hours in a day, do the math, 168 hours. And so I'm only asking you to commit 15 minutes of your time anywhere in the next 168 hours to carve out time to simply make a laundry list. This is unedited, uncensored, just complete brain dump on the page. I want you to take 15 minutes to make a laundry list, as many as you can think of your life lessons, your most powerful life lessons, and your most powerful pivotal stories. And I'm going to actually tell you, do not audit yourself, do not censor yourself. And if they have nothing to do with your business, even better. How cool is that? Like, we're always trying to make this thing magic, and we're always trying to level up and do what everyone else is doing. God's, again, giving you the story for a reason. And so I'm going to teach you how to use that story to truly help you grow your business and scale it to your wildest dreams, 7 figures and beyond. But it starts with this 15-minute exercise. So what, again, are your most powerful lessons? What are those moments that you had to dig deep in your life? How did you overcome them? And what did you learn along the way? So first, Again, step one, make a list of all of those powerful stories and life lessons. Okay, got that? So after you've done that, the second thing, the next day, we're on day 2. I want you to come on back in here, day 2, and we are going to take those stories and we're going to start to map them to our products and services. So essentially, what personal memories and personal stories and life lessons do you have that now connect back to your brand? What are the stories of challenge and struggle or success and wins that you can highlight for your customers so that they can see you and also see themselves in you? Because really, marketing and strong storytelling is about making emotional connections with people. People want to do business with people they feel like they know, and they want to do business with people that they like. And how can people ever get to know your brand or like your brand if they know nothing about you? Stories are some of the most powerful and immediate ways we can endear ourselves to our customers. And so our day 2 assignment is really simple. How do we map those stories, those pivotal life lessons and moments throughout our life that have mattered, that have taken us down, that have lifted us up? And how do we map those to our products and services in a way that are engaging to our customers? What are the stories that'll resonate? What have you been through that will matter to your customers? That's what I want you to focus on day 2. And then day 3, so boom, we're knocking this out real quick. Day 3, give me 15 more minutes, and I want you to identify within those stories what are the relevant mistakes that you made and what are the ways that you overcame those mistakes. And so again, in doing this, we can now identify and put ourselves in our customers' shoes. And by identifying our own mistakes, we can more easily empathize with and engage our customers, because just like you, they want to know that it's okay to make mistakes. Just like you, they want to know that with your product or service, they can win and overcome. And so these are 3 simple things that I want you to do. It's story time, and this week we are going to find our stories. Listen, I want y'all to have so much fun with this. It's never fun if you have to do something alone. There is power in numbers. And so if you've got a team, get with your team. Y'all think collectively about your stories. If it's just you, then grab a friend or someone who knows you well and just find those good stories. And make the stories uniquely your own. They don't have to be sad or tragic. They don't have to be funny or happy. They can be whatever they need to be. But it all starts with you. And so if you are interested in learning more about storytelling and how you can grow a better brand in 2021, no less grow or scale your business to your wildest dreams and beyond, then I invite you to follow me on Instagram at I am Shawnee Godwin, on LinkedIn at Shawnee Godwin, and be sure to subscribe to this YouTube's channel. Y'all, thank you so much. Hey, do me a favor. If you like this video, if you have a funny story that you want to share with me, you can drop it in the comments below or shoot me a private message. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to hear how you are planning to use your story, no less your stories, to blow the lid off of 2021. We have been through it. I am convinced that 2021 is our year to regain, recover, and shine brighter. And I thank you for allowing me a little time to talk to you. Again, hit me up in the comments and let me know what stories are coming to your mind. How did you overcome them? What are some mistakes that you made? And how do you use those to connect to your customers? And if you have any questions, hit me up in the DMs. All right, y'all, have a great day.